Hello, hi, I'm Jeffrey. This is my partner Tucker, and here's a walkthrough video of our Mercedes Sprinter camper van that we're selling. I'm gonna do a walk around to the outside first, and we can talk about we'll talk about the van itself is what I mean, and then show the inside. This is a 2020 Mercedes Sprinter 2500. It's a 4x4 model with the high roof and V6 engine. It's got 16,500 miles on it at the moment. And let's see, we put some steps on. Both the passenger side has a step all under the slider and a small step for the driver over here. We've got venting windows both on this driver's side and also these bunk windows. Up on the roof, you can see a little bit of the light bar. I guess I can't see it that well on this camera, but we got 300 watts of solar on the roof and a roof fan up there as well. And that solar is powering, it's charging this 200 amp hour lithium battery bank here. These are two Renogy 100 amp hour batteries. Lithium, there's also a 3,000 watt inverter in there for anything. So the 12 volt is, we try to use 12 volt as much as we can, but that inverter's for anything that's we might need to plug in, home appliances and so forth. But we do use 12 volt for a lot of it. Like this water pump is a 12 volt water pump. We've got 20 gallons of fresh water in here. And like I said, the solar, the 300 watts of solar is charging the 200 amp hours of lithium, and those lithiums run the LED lights, and they're more than enough for what's in here. So there's just a fridge, those LED lights, the water pump, miscellaneous things get powered and charged and so forth. So I'll show the way this bed works. I don't know if it's better to do this back here or not. So this bed, you can see there's panels. There's just a panel through the center, and there's a box around each of those things on the wheel wells, and then the bed is on that box. This bed can actually be broken down and be a full walkthrough. So let's come around here. This awesome awning. This thing, now that I have now that I've had a couple of vans with the awnings, I could never live without one. They're just so great. It's not just for the shade. They make a nice shady spot for shading in front of the slider door. If the sun happened to be coming in from this side, you can have the van pointed in any direction and have a shady spot. But the thing that you don't realize until you're using them, until you have one, is on rainy, bad weather days, you can knock the awning out like just a quarter ways, halfway out, and you can have your sliding door open while it rains outside and not have to be shut in. Because the curve of the van, all the rain, it curves up, curves in as it goes up, and so you have the slider open and everything's getting rained on in there. So this awning, gosh, it's not just for sunny days. It's just wonderful. So we've got a little bench here. I'm going to jump into I've already got the seats swiveled around already. These seat swivels are great. So I have like a little spot here for the driver's seat. The overhang on the kitchen galley here will allow for the legs to swing under, and it gives you a nice little surface area. This is where I'll sit with my laptop or whatever. And we've got this little bench, as I was starting to mention. The bench has a cassette toilet that's brand new, never used. That little cassette toilet's, it's a chemical toilet. It has two chambers. It's real simple. There's a chemical that goes in the bottom chamber, like a porta potty. It's blue stuff that you buy. It's really inexpensive, and it's not for full-time use, but it has that covered. And nice big, we utilize our space here for a nice big fridge and a nice big sink. So that's a full-size 130 cubic inch or 130 liter fridge, and a nice big giant deep stainless steel sink. So, you know, we pick and choose what to save space on. And I think that these two things are really important not to, you know, for some reason, you go into RVs, right? And they're always like teeny tiny little sink, teeny tiny little fridge. Everything has to be teeny tiny plastic junky. But so not here. You know, the sink is so integral. So this thing's great. You know, you have a nice deep sink. You can throw whole pots and pans in there, and have a nice big fridge for all the supplies you might need. And let me just, like I said, we have a ceiling fan in the roof that has a rain guard on it and a thermostat and all that, with the remote and so forth. And then the bunk windows in the back allow you to stay cool in the summer, you know, when it's hot out. And we've got LEDs throughout. I've got dimmers on both the cabinet LED strips and also on the ceiling puck lights. There's a dimmer for each. And there's also a 110 outlet with a couple USB plug things for plugging in. And plenty of storage for everything. I got an overhead shelf over the cab area that gives you, it doesn't cut off the top, you know, you still have the visor and you can still stand up, but it gives you like 12 inches, a 12-inch space that's like 55 across for, like, you know, the towels, blankets and window covers or whatever you might need space for. And we have this beautiful night here in Aspen. Tucker's being so patient while we sit and work, while we've been working all day. So we're gonna go and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, and take him for a walk. And this van is available, and gosh, I sure appreciate you checking it out. And if you have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Have fun.